Scrolls games, but it wasn't. Just give me an Elder Scrolls game with like multiplayer. That's all I
Yeah.
want.
But it's
Let me have
like,
adventures.
this. It turns out that this minor health potion that he made, because he, instead of buying it or using the game engine to do it, he physically made it in the game's world. It was slightly better than regular minor health potions. Like, if a minor health potion restored 100 HP, this restored like 130. So he started selling them for, like, people started buying them for ridiculous amounts of money because NPCs could run out of stock, right?
Yeah.
And so he just started selling things, like, he became really rich overnight from some of the things he was making because he didn't use the game engine where you just press a button, it uses a bit of MP, and then you've got the item made. No, he took the time to forge this item out, or create this item, and it turns out that, doing so raises the quality of the item. And I want that to be a thing. I want dive helmets to exist, and then that to be a thing where if you take the time and effort into making items instead of just using a game system, and you get to choose what this thing is and all that, then you're rewarded for it, and it's part of the game. It's not just like a little extra thing that they've added on because people don't always want to battle stuff.
Yeah. And you know what, like, I would like included with that kind of stuff, because I get really tired of, like, World of Warcraft, you just rub your hands together and look, I have a potion.
Yeah.
I want, like, if like, excluding dive helmets, because that's a ways off still. I want, like, in an MMO, just give me some fucking mini games that lets me, like, actually play something while I'm crafting, make it so, like, if I do better at this, like, mini game or puzzle or whatever, I get a better item.
Yeah.
Like fucking Puzzle Pirates.
I tried playing that when I was a kid, but I think my computer wasn't good enough.
Oh God, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I can't find this fucking NPC's back. I'm dead. Cool. I tried to backstab that guy like 8 times, and he just kept spinning around with his great sword, and I could not find his back to save my life, quite literally.
Yeah. But it's like, because I always like crafting in like the idea of like I want to open up my shop, and sell things.
Oh yeah.
But that's also very limited, but by the fact that there's only a certain amount of items in the game, right? So by end time, late game, everyone's just selling the same shit with a few different modifiers,
Yeah, and they're not even good modifiers at that. It's like,
Yeah.
I made the same modifier that everybody else has.
Yeah. Like, I like the idea in SAO. This is like one of the few things that it got appeal from that thing. Was, you get to design the weapon yourself, right? That thorn sword, that someone designed that to look like that,
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, that would be so cool.
Well, that's why I do this shit in real life. This is why I enjoy blacksmithing, and I have a whole fucking workshop for those kind of things, because I can fucking design whatever sword I want.
The only thing, like, MMOs that I think have come close to that are like single player voxel MMOs where you can edit each individual like pixel on a sword, but none of them have come to fruition. Like, all of them are, like, were projects that sort of got somewhere and like got a bit of YouTube coverage maybe, but like ultimately never got made into a thing.
Yeah. What was that one? There was one that was like Cube World something or other.
Yeah, well, like a bunch of YouTube coverage, and like there was gliders and NPCs and all that.
Yeah. I applied to get into that game, to their beta, and then by the time that happened, like by the time the beta was a thing, the game just stopped existing. And I don't know if they just canceled the project or what, but it doesn't seem to exist.
The devs never updated it. They just dropped the project.
That's fucking annoying.
Yeah, it is. The like, I don't want to call it spiritual successor, but Glyph made Trove,
Yeah, I saw that. That looked interesting.
It's boring as fuck. It really is. Like the whole premise is like, you know, claim a bit of land and build in it, but it's basically just block farming. It's just empty. The game's just empty from everything.
That sucks.
And what's worse is that specific biomes and stuff, if I remember, well, at least when I was playing it, is like microtransaction.
That's stupid.
Again, it could be different, or I could be remembering wrong, but there were times when I'm like, oh no, like yeah, it was items. Like you could buy like 200 blocks for like a dollar or something like that. And I'm just like, no, that's wrong. You know?
Yeah.
That's what Lego does. Just let Lego be Lego.
I just want a good MMO.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Well, that was a dumb way to die.
Sadly does.
I forgot that the enemies on top of the bell tower had javelins. So
Yes.
I was coming up the ladder, and I turned around to go back down to see if I could get him to just fucking fall to his death. 3 arrows perfectly placed in my eye socket. And they've also, I've noticed, added a fucking fence in front of the bonfire, so you can't do the thing where you jump off the bonfire and fall out of the zone. Like, you used to be able to skip this zone by doing a ladder jump.
Yeah. Yeah. The you know, if you wish to guard the bell, you're locked into guarding that fucking bell. You know?
Yeah, I'm just not gonna do this.
It's pretty good for the bonfire.
Yeah, but I'm running past everything. They can fuck themselves.
Yeah, that's what I did. You didn't think I seriously went through the whole thing every time, did you?
Well, no, I was exploring so far, trying to see if they added any new items or anything up here, because, like I said, it's been known, I don't know shit about this version of the game, and they keep putting stuff in places I wouldn't expect it.
Yeah. By the way, hang on. I'll tell you in a little bit. Let me just concentrate on this one little mob enemy.
Oh god, I'm dying.
I say little mob enemy, but it's a fucking turtle knight, so you know.
That's fine. I got staggered by fucking arrows and couldn't do a damn thing.
Yeah. Did you get shot in the ass and fall to your death?
No, I got shot in the head, and I thought I had my shield up, but maybe it hit me from the side or something, and it staggered my character, and then I just got hit over and over again.
I'm about to begin my 4th attempt at the Old Iron King.
I haven't even made it through the zone yet.
Yeah. I know.
It's really kind of annoying. Because like I feel like I have to do all these side things, and I have no practice in this. Because that's one of our stipulations. I have to go blind.
One of those... The Old Iron King is one of those bosses that looks intimidating, but once you get him down, he's not actually that bad.
No.
He's there purely for... Look at how big and powerful this boss looks, instead of he's actually really hard. You know?
Yeah.
He hurts like a fucking, you know, truck, but to be honest, the first time I ever played against this guy, I killed him first try. The only reason why I'm dying so much is because I'm fucking up because I'm bad.
Yeah.
Don't agree.
I'm very out of practice.
It's like, yeah, you are bad. Oh, gee, thanks.
No, you're pretty bad. I mean, I'm not doing much better, though. Like I said, you're much further ahead than I am at the moment. Although I do have a Black Knight Greatsword now.
We get it, you vape. Old Iron King vaping before it was even a thing. Hey guys, do you wanna like come to my place and like breathe fire and shit? No! We get it, you blow fire. You know? Stop inviting us to this shit. You're the only one that does it. Well, come on guys, it's so much healthier than, you know, Estus. We know, dude. Stop telling us. It doesn't make you better than anyone else. It's like, oh, but it's just like my favorite thing at the moment. I just want you guys to be a part of it, you know? It's like, dude, you swim in and you live in lava. It's like, yeah, and none of us can do that. It's like, oh, but my nights are so alone.
They move the crystal lizard. Good.
Sponsor an alone night today. With your donations, we can stop it.
Oh god, turtle. Please leave me alone.
Oh my god, I have got like the worst. It's probably because my weapon's heavy as shit though. Now that I'm thinking about it. That could be a part of it, you know?
That does make sense. Oh no. Oh, I barely lived through that.
Yeah, you shove that humanity into you. Shove it into you real hard. You know? Take that humanity and just insert it in your chest.
Ow. Fucking arrows.
I know, they're so pointy.
They're pretty pointy.
They're like pretty pointy, bro. Bro, they're like so pointy. And like they stick in shit, you know? Like, wow.
Oh god, there's 2 knights here.
There's 2 nights and only 1 day.
Please block. You get shot in the ass with an arrow. Oh, it happened, but I'm alive.
What's the actual name for these turtle knights?
I don't know.
That was a
I
mistake.
know they have one, but I don't remember what it is.
That was a mistake. I made a mistake. That was... What the fuck? Okay, that was weird. I think the turtle knight just killed itself with its own swing of its own weapon.
That's interesting.
It hit the wall and then died. I don't think I hit it. Oh no, it was probably a Ring of Thorns now that I think about it.
Well, that could be.
I was facing directly at it, and it hit me and then died. So that makes more sense. Breathing fire again, I see.
Okay, can't block that. My shield is not big enough.
Can't block this. Doom, 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 doom.
Oh god.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can't block this. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, man. The fun that we are having.
Okay, let me just handle this fucking turtle. Okay, turtle dead. Slowly, ever so slowly, making it to the boss.
I like trains. Whoa. Oh my god, roll, you motherfucker. And you didn't roll in time, motherfucker.
I hope the timing on this guillotine isn't fucking different.
Oh, it's drastically different. Like, so different. Like, man, you don't even know.
Wow, the guillotine missed.
Guillotine! I can't remember what film that was. I remember the, like, a kid of about...
Maybe stand up? There we go.
Kid of, like, 8. And, I came down, like, from my bedroom real late at night, like, 11 o'clock-ish. My mum was sat on the sofa, watching some film. And
where a man was being decapitated?
No, it's something to do with like the French Revolution. But I remember there was like it followed like a bunch of aristocrats or something. But there was a dog and some dude. No, it wasn't French. It was Queen Mary.
Okay.
You know, the Protestants versus Christians thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Christians, Catholics. You know. There was a lot of beheading because of that. And, like, one of the aristocrat dudes gave up his life to save the life of the dog for some reason.
Okay.
Like, they were all in prison. Like, all of them. And the Queen was gonna kill them all for being either Protestants or Catholics. I cannot for the life of me remember which.
I don't know. I'm not good on that part of history.
And she was also going to kill the dog as well
Because fuck that dog.
because it belonged to the family. So obviously it also practiced that version
Obviously,
of Christianity.
this dog is Protestant.
Yeah, or Catholic, either one. I can't remember. But so she was going to kill that too. So the dude was like, no, you escape or something like that to the dog, which actually understood what he was talking about. It was weird, and I can't.
Alright.
I've never seen it since. And that's all I remember from it. It's just that one scene where they're all in like a medieval prison cell, and the Queen visits them for some reason I think to gloat or something.
Yeah, that sounds like something a queen would do, I guess.
Yeah, especially one that, in Tudor times.
Sure.
No, all the Tudors are fucking assholes. Like every single one of them.
You don't want to tell that to my friend Crisis.
Why, is he a Tudor?
Yeah. Literally.
Okay. Sure. But yeah, no, it's one of them weird films that you see randomly on TV and never see again. You know?
Yeah. Like, I think my friend Crisis would fight you for England right now.
I mean, he can have it.
I don't know if he actually wants to keep it. Maybe sell it off. But he will fight you for it.
No one will buy it.
I'm pretty sure you could sell it.
Nah. The only thing we've got is, like, museums.
Just kick everybody out. All of them. Kick everybody out and give it all to North Ireland.
like none of our beaches are any good. Like,
That's true.
none of our major cities are any good.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing we've got really for is them stereotypical countrysides, but that's about it, and it usually stinks of fucking, like, manure, so... you know... Unless you want to do...
That's what countrysides are.
Unless you want to do, like, the Johnny English thing. That's also a thing that you can do. Like, the whole plot to Johnny English. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Vaguely.
It's like a... Rowan Atkinson did a spoof of, like, James Bond called Johnny English.
Okay.
Where he plays a spy for MI6, but he's like... He basically plays, like, Mr. Bean, but spy.
Oh, God.
But one that talks. And the plot is, like, he goes into headquarters. Headquarters say, you know... do this mundane menial task when 001 enters the room and it's like, hey boss, and he's super cool and he throws his coat over like halfway across the room and it like lands on a coat hanger and all that kind of bollocks. You know, typical spy stuff. And like he's wishing that he's that cool and shit, and the boss dude gives 001 I need to roll, but my nose is so itchy. Gives him a task to like do like this cool spy thing where, you know, infiltrates like a submarine and escapes through this ludicrous plot thing where like he has to go into the ballast and escape through the hatch and all this kind of thing. You know, typical spy movie bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And then it cuts to like 3 days later, and John English is called into headquarters again, and the main boss dude's like, unfortunately, it turns out that the mechanism was rigged not to open, so now 001 is dead. He drowned. And he's like, oh, so it's like, we want you and a bunch of other agents to guard the premises of the funeral location. To send for a proper send-off of 001. It's like, yeah, sure, we'll do that. So like all the agents and all the people are at this site, and Johnny English lets a speeding morgue car. You know what I mean? Like when it's got a coffin
Yeah,
in the
hearse
back.
kind of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's called, hearse. And lets it enter the thing because it's a
It's a
funeral.
fucking hearse. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hearse. And it turns out that the hearse was filled with explosives, and it kills every other agent in the entire agency, leaving him to be the only one left. So he's like the most incompetent fucking idiot left, and he's the highest ranking special agent in the whole place because through process of elimination. So it's to basically, there's a tip off of a thing. Oh no, that's right. He has to first he figures out, or at least tries to, like who is behind the bombing and shit. And he basically fucks up everything along the way.
Oh god.
And through hilarious antics and all this kind of thing. But the main villain is some French dude who learns that he's like the 60th person in line to the English throne.
Oh, so you got to kill off the other fucking 59. I mean, that's how royal politics work.
What he does is
Oh no.
he threatens the Queen to not resign. What is it?
Surrender the crown, basically.
Yeah, surrenders the crown to him, and it's like, surrender the crown to me, and she's like, no, never. And so he picks up a corgi and holds a gun to her head, and it's like, no, okay. I'll do it, just don't hurt the corgis.
That's fucking brilliant.
He becomes like the first French king of England since someone, I can't remember. I learned this in history, but I cannot for the life of me remember now.
Yeah, he's dead. It's not that important.
Yeah, and so Johnny has been suspecting him all the way through the whole thing. I think it was just a grudge at start, but it turns out that he was a bad guy anyway. So it just sort of, he was lucky at that point. But he follows him to a secret base. He's like, he's constantly trying to over-spy everything. Got to be cool and 001.
Yeah, just die in a submarine.
Yeah. So he goes up to the secret base, climbs up a tunnel like a metal pipe up into the base. It turns out to be the sewerage pipe for the toilets above.
Nice.
So we've got a scene of like a communal toilet. Not stalls or anything, like just benches with holes in the bottom of them, where all these henchmen sit down, take a shit. There's a couple of them reading newspapers and stuff. They all get up and flush the toilet, so he's just drenched in poo when he enters this place. It's fucking hilarious. It turns out that the evil French guy, upon gaining access to the crown, wants to turn the whole of England into a massive prison. He wanted to trump the entire of England, build a wall around every coastline, and make the world's largest prison.
All right.
That was his evil plan, and because it would, generate so much fucking money. Because
Yeah, that makes sense.
A whole country being a prison, that's you wouldn't. It's basically Attack on Titan. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Wall off civilization for a whole country, but yeah, that was the evil dude's whole spiel. It's like, let's make the entirety of the British Isles into a giant supermax prison, but with hilarious antics along the way. It's actually a pretty good film if you can stand the cheesiness sometimes, but I think that the whole cheesiness thing plays out well because he's supposed to be a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like his sidekick is more competent than he is. Oftentimes when he tries to overcomplicate things because he's like a spy, it turns out that the door was unlocked the whole time, kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
They made a second one, like years later, where he comes back. I didn't really watch the second one in its entirety, but it was same antics, really. But it's funny. There's some gems like that somewhere.
Oh fucking A. This fucking boss keeps hiding in the lava.
Oh, you're fighting the old Iron King as well.
Yeah, this old asshole.
This old asshole. So here's a question.
Get fucked.
Oh, you killed him?
Yeah, first try.
Oh my god.
No, actually, second try, I think. Whatever, he's a bitch.
Fuck you, dude. This is now my 6th attempt.
I believe in you.
I was about 2 hits away from killing this guy, but he backhanded me. No, actually,
I was 1 hit away, and he just started doing nothing but breathing fucking fire and disappearing deep into the fucking lava, and I couldn't hit him. And I had just unequipped my bow. Because I'm like, I need a little bit more roll.
My problem is that I keep fucking walking into the pit. I keep trying to back up and then just walk into the fucking small hole alongside the wall.
It's even better when you get backhanded into it.
Oh yeah, no, that's a fun time. Fun for the whole family. Imagine the cheesy ads, like the cheesy 90s ads for that board game. Or for that experience. It's like, do you like something? And do you like this? It's like, yeah! It's like, well, come on down to the Iron Keep where you get blasted in the face with fire. It's like, whoa! And it just cuts to a scene where kids are having their faces melted off.
Oh Jesus!
Like that scene out of the Terminator with the nuclear holocaust going on. It's like screams and shit.
Yeah.
Have you watched a film called The Cube?
Yes. I've only seen part of Cube, but I've seen all of Hypercube.
Have you seen Cube Zero?
No, I have not. I wasn't aware that existed. I've only seen the 2.
I think there's Cube Squared. No, Cube Cubed, and there's Cube Zero.
Fuck me.
Unless Cube 1 is called Cube Zero, I don't know. But there's a scene, the very beginning of the scene is like some guy in a room, and he's like, water. It's like clearly deranged. And like a nozzle comes out one of the walls and sprays him. And he thinks it's water, so he drinks as much as he possibly can. It actually melts his flesh from his body, and he starts melting from the inside out.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad way to go.
Yeah. Those films were very weird.
Yeah, they were.
Also, Cube Zero left I don't know, I wouldn't say it was a bad taste in my mouth, but the ending was a bit meh, in my opinion. It was definitely different.
Yeah.
But it was a bit unsatisfactory, in my opinion. In my critical opinion.
Man.
Part of me wants to start a review side channel.
I mean, you could. I mean, the past several episodes of this has basically been a podcast.
Pretty much.
I mean, just going through the fucking Iron Keep over and over again.
Yeah. Like, I want to make a anime review channel.
Go for it.
There's not enough of those, right? But
yeah, not enough good ones. There's basically Mother's Basement, and that's it.
I want to give my opinion on it, because there's a few that are like, everyone's like, oh my god, this is so amazing. I'm like, not really. There's lots of holes in everything for this specific anime. But everyone's like, oh my god, it's so amazing. Oh, it's like the greatest thing ever. It's like, nah. No. Because basically that side of my brain that learned how to be critical for video games just is also active for most media now.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Which is both a blessing and a curse, because now I can, seem like I'm smarter than everyone else, but also I can't fucking turn it off, so it's hard to enjoy shit.
Yeah, that's understandable. I've had similar issues. What the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking destroy this king's soul, because fuck him.
Well,
fuck this old Iron King.
I just got balrogged.
Nice.
You shall not proceed. Gandalf,
not quite right, but good enough.
No, it's Happy Skull.
Oh, okay.
That's the joke for that boss. There's a mage and he activates homing soul mass and then immediately gets squashed with one fist.
Oh, jeez.
And one of the knights goes, Gandalf, no! Oh, 2, 1. Oh my god, it's been 30 minutes already, yay!
Alright, I'm gonna say we take a short break.
Oh man, cancel. Shit.
Cancel that shit. We
on-
just leave the games running for 5 minutes, but I need to get some more tea.
no, let me cancel that. I'm just gonna
Get
stand.
yourself...
Are you at like a bonfire or anything right now?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just gonna stand at the bonfire and wait for you to come back then.
Alright, I'll be back in 2-3 minutes.
All right. Gandalf, no, you shall not proceed.
Alright, I'm back.
Wow, that's the most silent approach I've ever had anyone do.